Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Robert Bell, and I'm here to help you get unstuck in life, to help you ditch the overwhelm, to help you unlock your creativity, increase your income, and bring out your value. Welcome to the channel. Do you hear that? What are you listening to? And I'm not talking about your Spotify or iTunes playlist. I'm talking about something else. That's what we're going to talk about today. In 2021, I believe that the most important skill that you need to work on is the art of listening. That's right, the art of listening. We live in a very high-paced, busy society, with lots of environmental stimulation all around us. And there's so many things that pass us on a daily basis. What should we pay attention to? What are we listening to? What are our news sources? What are all these things that are going on in our lives? But more importantly, what are we paying attention to? You need to develop the art of listening. Why the art of listening? Not just about what other people are saying, but what you are saying. The art of listening to how you are feeling. The art of listening of what's going on with you. Because as I say, what's going on inside of you is much more important than what's going on outside of you. You need to be able to listen to what's happening here within you. Why is this so important? This is why I say it's important, particularly for someone who is an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs, you're looking for business opportunities, you're looking for partnerships, and you get a lot of rejections, right? You need to be able to listen to rejections. You need to be able to listen to the rejections. What are the rejections telling you? Is it objective? Is it personal? Is it telling you that, look, you just don't have your structures in place, or you don't have this up to date? You need to be able to listen to that so that you can make the improvements, and that's what I do. If you're new to this channel, I live on and operate on a mantra called MAMI, M-A-M-I, which stands for minor adjustments that give you major improvements. What are those small things that I need to tweak, that I need to work on, that will give me exponential growth? It's the small things that count. It is the small things that count. But beyond all that, listen, every single one of us have been on the receiving end of a silent treatment. If you're in business, if you're in corporate, wherever you are, in a relationship, a lot of us have gone through the silent treatment. And I think entrepreneurs particularly know what I'm talking about, where you get zero response, right? Now, I'm based in Kenya, and that happens a lot. People get excited and tell you, right, boy, you have a book out, or you're doing this is a great idea, we should work together, come on my show. You follow up with an email. You try to call the email, nothing happens. You try to call, the subscriber you're calling is not available. It's not reachable. And you're stunned. You're like, what is happening here? Like, you were excited to work with me, and all of a sudden you're silent. Like, you were excited to have a relationship, and now you're silent. Like, what is happening? Right? And before I developed this art of listening, I used to take that so personally. I would get frustrated. I'll be like, what is happening? What's happening? Why can't you just respond to me, man? And I use a lot of energy trying to force someone to behave in a particular manner, until I started valuing the importance of stillness, until I started developing the art of listening. And that's what I want you to do in 2021. I want you to learn to listen in the silence. I want you to learn to listen to the silence. There's so much information that's happening in a silence, or in silence. But you gotta be able to take time, put your ego aside, process your emotions, and listen to what's happening. And here's one thing that I discovered when I started listening to silence, to the silence of others, silent treatment that was given to me. I realized that I was paying attention, so much attention to what people were saying, as opposed to how they were saying it. I didn't realize. Right? I really just didn't realize. That was a big breakthrough for me. So when I make the pitches and I went back and realized, right, when I was talking to this person about this, how are they saying it? Say, yeah, we should work together. And you get excited, and you want to, you get excited, you want to start working on it right away. But one thing I've realized I need to do is a quick follow-up. When someone is excited to work with me, I say, all right, how do you see this adding value to you? How do you see this adding value to your audience? And if they can't answer me, or they fumble over it, then they're not really serious, right? They were just telling me that to make me feel nice. They don't want to make me feel bad, all kind of things. And hey guys, I think this is something we really got to work on world over, right? Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. It's okay to say, look, it's just not going to work out when someone approaches you. Don't leave them hanging in limbo. We got gotta change that. But you know what? We can't change people, right? People gotta change on their own, but you can change you. You gotta start listening, even to the silence. When I was in corporate, I had a lot of rejections, a lot of silence. I was doing good work, I got good results, but I just couldn't, seem to climb the proverbial corporate ladder as I thought I would, or as my results would show, and I'll get a lot of silence. And just through reflection, I realized, wait, this silence is actually for my benefit. And I'm not just saying this to be positive. This silence is for my benefit because I realized that I thrive in chaos. Right? I can't just do the routine things. Imagine that I'm an accountant. I just can't do the routine things over and over. I just can't. And I realized that I have a unique skill of creating sustainable structures out of chaos. I like to rebuild things. I like to try new things, greenfield projects. And I can't do that if I'm always stuck in some corner office doing whatever, if I don't have that freedom. So most of the roles that I did, over 90% of them, were new roles, without much structure. I defined it as I went along. And that's what helped me. But I only got that realization by learning to listen to silence, listen to rejection. I started to listen to it. And that takes a lot of emotional maturity. It takes a lot of maturity to put your ego aside and stop saying people are out to get me, people don't want me to prosper, they're enemies of progress, all those things. And yeah, that might happen, but you need to get to that point now where you start listening to it. As a public speaker, the number one thing that I work on is the art of listening. Yeah, people tell me that makes no sense when I tell them that. It makes a whole lot of sense. You see, over 93% of communication is non-verbal. And if I don't listen to the audience, if I don't listen to the people I'm speaking to, listen to their energy, listen to their emotion, and even listen to their rejection, why they tell me this can't work or that doesn't make sense, I have to learn to listen to that so that I pay attention to not just what I'm saying, but to how I'm saying it. How am I communicating this message to them, right? And that's why I'm on this YouTube channel. And I'm on video because I want to see how am I communicating the message to you. Is it working? Are you getting something out of it? Yeah, please give me feedback. Let's hang out in the comment section. And I get you. We thrive on feedback. And then when I teach people how to do public speaking or coach them in whatever area of their life, as soon as they do something like, how did I do? What do you think? What do you think? Guys, calm down. Calm down. Don't be so enticed about getting feedback from people before you get feedback from yourself. You first need to say, how did I do? Ask yourself that question. Hey, Robert, how did you do? Did you manage the script? Did you go off script? Was it warranted? What did you do wrong? How did you feel? You were really nervous about this particular part. How did you go through it? What happened? Did you see someone? Did you get feedback? What happened? Before you start going to other people, let's face it, guys, we know it. Studies have shown, and people can tell you, when you're talking to someone, even face to face, they're usually not 100% focused on what we're doing. We have so many things going on in our minds. And that's why I started this video today, that there's so much stimulation around us, right? So you can't fully rely on what someone's feedback is because they weren't fully paying attention to you in the first place. Unless they're your coach or your mentor or something like that, and even then, you're just not gonna get 100%. So you need to know where to draw the line in getting that feedback. I like the feedback. I call for your feedback every time I do a video. Give me a comment, hit the like button to let me know. And if I was so overwhelmed or if I was so attached to the numbers, how many likes do I have, trying to drive that, I'll be depressed and I'll stop doing this. Because, the likes that I'm getting, the comments that I'm getting, people even tell me, hey, you should be getting more likes, you should be getting more comments. Yeah, and I wish I would, right? But I gotta work towards that. I gotta make minor adjustments. Now, if you're new to my channel, I operate on a mantra called MAMI, M-A-M-I, which stands for minor adjustments that give major improvements. I need to be able to make some tweaks, like cover art and all these things, but that doesn't stop me. I gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Lastly, why the art of listening is so important. Because as I said, as a public speaker, is I need to be able to make sure that I don't allow what I have to say to get in place or preeminence or importance to what I need to say. Let me say that again. I need to make sure that I don't allow what I want to say to get in the way of what you need to hear. Because I'm not a motivational speaker, right? I'm a transformational speaker. I'm not just here to motivate you and tell you you can do it, you can make lots of money, and yes, you can, but I'm here to get into that parts, those parts that need to fix. You know, I'm here to talk about the things that you need to work on. For example, learning to listen to silence, learning to listen in and through rejection. That's what transformation, that's where the real transformation happens, right? It's not about if you get rejected, pick yourself back up, go again. If you get rejected, come on, you can do it. You know, don't let anyone steal your dreams. I agree on all that, right? But if you don't get that level of awareness that you need, then nothing is gonna change. You gotta transform yourself. You're just gonna be doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that, my friends, is ludicrous. All right, guys, I hope you've gotten value again here. Please hit the like button. I'm asking myself, how did I do? And then I'm asking you, what value did you get out of this? Please hang out in the comment, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who, you know, will get a lot of value out of this. Until next time, catch you later. So I'm gonna put a link here to another top skill video that I think you'll enjoy, and it's about the art of asking questions. Do be sure to check it out.